Guess what? We had a baby. Come celebrate with us. Vanessa's voice dripped with insincerity as it came through the phone, jolting me out of the quiet comfort of my living room. My fingers tightened around the phone. The audacity of this woman never ceased to amaze me. Vanessa, I said slowly, forcing a calmness into my voice that I did not feel. Congratulations. Thanks, Emily. It's going to be this Saturday. You have to come. It wouldn't be the same without you. Her cheerful tone grated against my nerves, but I wasn't about to let her see that. I'll check our calendar, I replied, non-committal. The last thing I wanted was to celebrate anything with Vanessa, but I knew avoiding her completely was impossible. Perfect. See you there. She hung up before I could respond. I let out a deep sigh and dropped the phone onto the couch. Derek, who must have noticed the tension on my face, walked over from the kitchen. What's wrong? He asked, placing a comforting hand on my shoulder. It's Vanessa, I said, unable to prevent the bitterness creeping into my voice. She wants us to come to a celebration for their new baby. Derek's expression darkened. She's something else, isn't she? She stole my fiancé without a second thought, and now she wants me to celebrate with her? I said, more to myself than to Derek. The past I had tried so hard to move on from reared its ugly head yet again. We don't have to go if you don't want to, Derek suggested, wrapping his arms around me. I leaned into his embrace, closing my eyes and trying to let the warmth of his touch soothe me. No, I said after a moment. We'll go. I need to show her that I've moved on, that she didn't break me. Derek kissed the top of my head. I'll be right there with you. Saturday arrived quicker than I would have liked. As we drove to Vanessa and Brian's home, memories of my past relationship with Brian flooded my mind. I pushed them aside, focusing on the present. Derek's presence beside me was an anchor. We reached the house, a picture-perfect suburban home. Vanessa had always wanted the most desirable things. Her attention to superficial details never changed. As we walked up to the front door, Vanessa was there to greet us. Emily, Derek, I am so glad you could make it. She hugged me stiffly, an overly sweet smile plastered on her face. Wouldn't miss it, I replied, my own smile not quite reaching my eyes. Brian was inside, holding the baby, a proud smile on his face. Seeing him after all this time brought back a flood of emotions, but I held my head high and walked over to him. Congratulations, Brian. Thanks, Emily. It means a lot that you're here, he said, his smile genuine. I could see a flicker of the man I used to love in his eyes, but it was quickly overshadowed by the reality of our past. Derek stayed close by, his presence a constant reassurance. Vanessa fluttered around, playing the perfect hostess, but I could sense the tension beneath her polished exterior. Near the end of the party, Vanessa cornered me in the kitchen while I was getting a drink. So how's married life treating you? She asked. Better than I could have ever imagined, I replied honestly, a genuine smile on my face this time. She studied me for a moment before speaking again. You've really moved on, haven't you? Yes, Vanessa, I said, meeting her gaze directly. I have. A shadow crossed her face, but she quickly replaced it with another fake smile. That's good to hear. Derek appeared in the doorway then, holding my coat. You ready to go, Emily? Yes, I am, I said, walking over to him and slipping my arm through his. I looked back at Vanessa one last time. Goodbye, Vanessa. As we walked out of the house, I felt a weight lift from my shoulders. I had faced the ghosts of my past, and I was stronger for it. Derek squeezed my hand, a silent promise that we would face whatever came next together. Back home, the drive still lingering in my mind, Derek sat beside me, warm and silent. I knew what I had to do. The past few days had stirred something inside me, a need to confront the memories I'd buried. I was sitting at the dining table when it hit me, Brian's blue eyes, his light laughter, and how it all began. Just a small volunteer event downtown. Emily, he had said, extending a hand as we stood by the food stand. I'm Brian. Nice to finally meet you in person. His smile was genuine, and his eyes lit up when he saw me. We had exchanged emails for months, brainstorming ways to support local shelters. In person, he was even more charming. We clicked instantly, sharing an easy camaraderie. As the months went by, our meetings turned into dates. One cool autumn evening, Brian and I stood on a rickety bridge overlooking a small, serene creek. I have something for you, he said, pulling a small box from his coat pocket. My heart raced. As he opened the box, the glint of the diamond ring caught the moonlight, Emily, will you marry me? His voice was soft, hopeful, as if the world hung on my answer. I had said yes. It had felt right, destined even. Until Vanessa. Vanessa had shown up at our engagement party, uninvited but with that signature smile. "Ems, long time no see," she had said, pulling me into a hug. Despite her cheerful demeanor, an unsettling chill always accompanied Vanessa. Derek wandered into the room, breaking my reverie. "Penny for your thoughts?" he asked, sitting across from me. "Just remembering how it all started," I replied. "I'd like to hear it, if you're willing to share," he said gently. "All right," I said, drawing a deep breath. Vanessa had been the friend everyone warned you about, always looking for ways to undermine, subtly belittle. She had a knack for finding weaknesses and exploiting them. It was no wonder she had wormed her way into Brian's life. One afternoon, I had suggested a double date, introduce Vanessa to Brian, try to mend old fences. But as weeks passed, Brian seemed increasingly distant. "You're working late again?" I'd asked him one night, a hint of frustration in my voice. "Yeah, just a lot going on at the office," he replied, not meeting my eyes. The strain between us grew, but I wanted to believe in him, in us, until one evening, by sheer chance, I stumbled upon them. They were at the local park, hidden away but not invisible. Brian was in Vanessa's embrace, her lips pressed close to his ear. "You're so much more exciting than Emily." His voice was low, but the words seared into me. Vanessa's laughter followed. "I knew you'd realize how boring she is." I felt the ground fall beneath me, I said to Derek now, my voice trembling. Derek reached over, taking my hand in his. "And yet here you are, stronger than ever." I nodded. It wasn't easy, but it made me who I am now. "I believe in you, Emily. We'll face whatever comes next together." His resolve steadied me. With Derek by my side, I felt a new surge of strength. I would see this through, and Vanessa would see just how strong I had become. The next day, as I sorted through my old photos, I found one of Brian and me at a small cafe. It was from the day I introduced him to Vanessa. The three of us, laughing and oblivious to the chaos that lay ahead. I remember that day vividly. It was the first time the two of them met. We were at the Red Maple Cafe, a quaint place downtown known for its coffee and pastries. "Brian, this is Vanessa," I said cheerfully, motioning to her as she walked in. Vanessa flashed her charming smile, and I felt a pang of unease. "Nice to meet you, Vanessa," Brian said, shaking her hand. "Likewise, Brian. Emily talks about you all the time," Vanessa replied smoothly. We settled at a corner table. Brian and Vanessa started chatting about everything: movies, travel, work. Vanessa had a way of making people open up, making them feel like they were the only person in the room. I tried to join in, but it became clear I was more an observer than a participant. Weeks passed, and Brian began to grow distant. He blamed it on work stress. I didn't want to believe anything else. One night, as he left for another supposed late-night meeting, I decided to follow him. Under the dim streetlights, I trailed his car until he stopped at a park. He got out, and there she was, Vanessa, waiting for him. I watched from a distance, hiding in the shadows. They talked, but soon their conversation turned into an embrace, and then a kiss. "You're so much more exciting than Emily," Brian said, running his fingers through her hair. Vanessa laughed softly. "I knew you'd realize how boring she is." My heart shattered. The betrayal was like a knife twisting in my gut. I stumbled back, trying to leave quietly, but stepped on a branch. "What was that?" Brian snapped, looking around. I ducked behind a tree, holding my breath. After a moment, they seemed to shrug it off, and I took the chance to escape. My world crashed down around me that night. I went to our apartment and waited, tears streaming down my face. When Brian came home, I confronted him. "So, late night at work, huh?" I said bitterly. He looked startled. "Emily, it's not what you think." "Save it, Brian," I cut him off, my voice shaking. "I saw you with her. How long has this been going on?" He ran a hand through his hair, eyes avoiding mine. I'm sorry, Emily. I didn't mean for this to happen." "How could you do this to me? To us?" Anger mixed with heartbreak in my voice. "It just happened," he said weakly. "I felt something with Vanessa that I didn't feel with me." I interrupted. "Spare me, Brian. You're pathetic." He looked like he wanted to say more, but I couldn't take it. I grabbed my purse and stormed out, slamming the door behind me. I called Vanessa the next day. "We need to talk," I said coldly. "Sure, Emily. Should I bring coffee?" Her tone was mocking. I met her at the cafe. The confrontation was swift and brutal. Why, Vanessa? She shrugged, a smirk playing on her lips. Because I could, Emily, and because you trust too easily. You're vile, I said, my voice low. Maybe, but I'm good at it, she replied with satisfaction. That was the last day I spoke to either of them. Until now. As I placed the photo back into the box, Derek came into the room. You all right? He asked, concern in his eyes. Yeah, I said, taking his hand. I'm ready to face what's next. Remember, I'm with you every step of the way, he reassured me. With his support, I knew I could confront the darkest parts of my past and come out stronger on the other side. I woke up the next morning feeling drained yet resolute. The confrontation last night had dredged up old wounds, but it also gave me a newfound determination. It was time to rebuild. The first step was to get out of the house. I threw on a comfortable pair of jeans and a sweater, and Derek suggested we go for a walk to clear our minds. We strolled down the bustling streets, eventually finding ourselves at a small, cozy cafe. I could use a coffee, Derek said, smiling at me. Sounds good, I replied. As we sat at a corner table, I glanced around and noticed a familiar face. Derek must have seen my expression change. What's up? He asked. It's Brian, I said quietly, motioning with my eyes. He was sitting alone, staring into a cup of coffee. The sight of him brought back a flood of emotions, but I kept my composure. Do you want to leave? Derek asked, ready to whisk me away at a moment's notice. No, I said firmly. I need to face this. I walked over to Brian, each step deliberate and steady. He looked up, eyes widening in surprise. Emily. Brian, I said, taking a seat across from him. I'm sorry, he stammered, but I held up a hand to stop him. I'm not here for apologies, I said simply. I just want to understand why. Brian looked down, fiddling with the handle of his cup. I don't have a good excuse, Emily. I was selfish. Vanessa was different, new. I know it's no justification. No, it's not, I replied bluntly. You knew what we had meant to me, and yet you chose to throw it all away. He nodded, a look of regret etched on his face. I know, and I've regretted it every day since. Does Vanessa know you feel this way? I asked, curious about the dynamics of their relationship now. He hesitated, then sighed. Vanessa doesn't care about how I feel. She never has. It's always been about her. I studied him for a moment. The man sitting before me was a shadow of the person I once loved. And yet you stayed with her. Leaving her now would ruin everything, he said quietly. My career, my reputation. She knows too much. I could see the fear in his eyes. Vanessa had a grip on him, tighter than I'd imagined. Brian, I said softly, you deserve better than to live in fear. He shook his head, clearly defeated. I don't know if I can ever get out. I stood up, determined to face my future without looking back. That's your choice to make, Brian, but I won't be a part of it. I walked back to Derek, who had watched the whole exchange from a distance. How did it go? He asked, eyes filled with concern. I think it's time to stop dwelling on the past, I said with a newfound clarity. Derek nodded. Sounds like a good plan. Days passed, and I focused on my work and building a life with Derek. It was during a business seminar that my new chapter truly began. I met Derek again, though this time as partners running our own startup. He was speaking about innovation when our eyes met across the room. Building something new requires vision and partnership, he concluded, stepping down from the podium. I approached him, confidence restored. Great speech, Derek, I said, a genuine smile lighting up my face. Thanks, Emily. We make a good team, don't we? He replied, returning my smile. We do. Here's to new beginnings, I said, holding up my coffee cup. To new beginnings, he echoed, clinking his cup against mine. As we walked out together, I knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, Derek and I would face them hand in hand. The past had shaped me, but it wouldn't define me. I was ready for whatever came next. The call from Vanessa lingered in my mind, but I knew attending their gathering was the first step in facing my demons. Derek was supportive. Together, we'll show her you can't be broken, he said one evening as we planned our approach. I won't let her get the best of me, I replied, my resolve hardening. The night before the visit, we sat on the living room couch, going through our plan. Derek, she'll try to provoke us. We need to keep calm, no matter what. I'll be right there with you, he reassured, holding my gaze. The day arrived. As we parked outside Vanessa and Brian's lavish suburban home, my heart raced. Derek squeezed my hand. You ready? Yes, I replied, taking a deep breath before we walked to the door. Vanessa greeted us with that overly sweet smile. "Emily, Derek, come in!" she chirped, but her eyes were calculating. I could see the gears turning in her head. Brian approached, a drink in hand. "It's been a long time, Emily." "Yes, it has," I replied coolly, meeting his gaze briefly before looking away. The room was filled with guests, laughter, and chatter. Vanessa played the perfect hostess, but there was an edge to her actions. She fluttered between guests, but her eyes kept darting to me. Derek and I mingled, making polite conversation. As the evening wore on, Vanessa approached me, a faux friendly smile plastered on her face. "Emily, can we privately?" "Sure," I said, maintaining a calm exterior as I followed her to a quieter corner. "You've moved on, I see," Vanessa said, her tone laced with insincerity. "I have," I replied steadily. "Good for you," her eyes narrowed. "But let's be real, you came here to prove something, didn't you?" I met her gaze head-on. "I came to show you that I'm stronger than you think." "We'll see about that," she said, a sinister smile crossing her lips. She reached into a nearby drawer and pulled out a small recorder. "I have something for you," she said, pressing play. Brian's voice crackled through the speaker. "Vanessa, you're right. Emily was too trusting, too naive." My stomach churned, but I kept my face impassive. "Nice trick, Vanessa," I commented dryly. She leaned closer. "I always knew you were too soft for this world, but look where I am now." Before I could respond, Derek walked up. "Everything all right here?" he asked, his eyes locking on Vanessa's. "Perfect timing," I said, smiling at him. Vanessa's eyes widened. "He really is your husband?" Derek extended his hand. "Derek, CEO of Greenleaf Inc. Nice to meet you," he said smoothly. Vanessa stumbled back, shock and realization crossing her face. "Is this for real?" "Yes, Vanessa," I said, satisfaction dripping from my words. "Very real." At that moment, Brian walked over, sensing the tension. "What's going on here?" Vanessa tried to regain her composure, but it was too late. Derek turned to Brian. "We were just discussing how integrity is key in both personal and business relationships." Brian's eyes flicked between us, uncertainty clouding his face. "Vanessa?" he questioned, looking at her warily. She opened her mouth to retort, but the damage was done. The cracks in her facade were visible. Derek placed a protective arm around me. "Let's get going, Emily." "Yes, let's," I agreed. We walked out, leaving Vanessa and Brian to deal with the aftermath of their duplicity. In the car, Derek leaned over and kissed my forehead. "You did great, Emily." "Thanks," I said, feeling the weight lift off my shoulders. "I think I finally got my closure." With each mile back home, the past drifted further behind us. What lay ahead was a future built on honesty, love, and mutual respect. A future Vanessa could only dream of. The following weekend, it was time to put our plan into action. Derek and I arrived separately. Derek would come a bit later, just as we had rehearsed. I walked up to Vanessa's door, confidence radiating from my every step. She answered with that same disingenuous smile. "Emily, alone again?" she smirked. "I wouldn't be so sure," I replied coolly, stepping inside. The house was filled with the usual gathering of their friends. Vanessa led me to the living room, where Brian was talking with some guests. He looked up, surprise crossing his face. "Emily, good to see you again," he said, though his voice lacked enthusiasm. "Brian," I nodded. Vanessa's eyes darted between us, calculating. "So," she began, addressing the room, "we have a guest tonight. Emily, why don't you say a few words?" The room quieted, all eyes on me. I felt a surge of determination. "Thank you, Vanessa. It's nice to be here among friends," I started, my voice steady. "It's funny how life changes, how people and relationships evolve." Brian shifted uncomfortably. Vanessa's smile was tighter. "Oh, we all know about evolving relationships, don't we?" she said sweetly. I continued, unapologetic. "I met Derek a few years ago at a business seminar. He's been my rock ever since. And though we started from scratch, we've come a long way." Vanessa's eyes narrowed, but she said nothing. The doorbell rang, a perfectly timed interruption. Derek walked in, immediately drawing the room's attention. "Apologies, traffic was horrendous," he said, making his way to my side. "Derek, CEO of Greenleaf Inc. Nice to finally meet everyone," he added, shaking hands with a few guests. Vanessa's eyes widened in recognition, but she quickly composed herself. "Looks like you weren't lying, Emily," she chuckled, although her eyes betrayed her. The evening continued, and it wasn't long before Vanessa beckoned me to follow her into the study. I glanced at Derek, who nodded slightly. It was time. Emily, let's have a private chat, she suggested, a hint of malice in her tone. I followed her, entering the cluttered room filled with awards and framed photos. Vanessa shut the door behind us. So enjoy playing house with your rich husband? She sneered. You seem awfully interested in my life, Vanessa, I replied calmly. Maybe a bit too interested. She walked to a drawer, pulling out the same recorder. Remember this? She asked, pressing play, but there was nothing. Her face paled. What did you do? The real question is, what have you done, Vanessa? I said. Just then, Derek walked in. Sorry to intrude, but I couldn't help overhearing, he said, stepping beside me. Vanessa, how many secrets do you have stuffed away in that drawer? Her face contorted with rage. You think you can waltz in and disrupt my life? Derek remained calm. Your life was built on lies. Time for them to come crashing down. He pulled out his phone, playing a recording where Vanessa was heard whispering multiple indiscretions to different men. It was all laid bare. Vanessa's facade crumbled. You're destroying me, she hissed. No, Vanessa, you did that to yourself, I replied, the weight of past betrayals lifting. Brian burst into the room, hearing the tail end of our confrontation. What is going on? He demanded. Derek turned to him. Your wife's been deceiving you far more than you know, Brian. Brian looked at Vanessa, realization and hurt crossing his face. Is it true? He asked, voice breaking. Vanessa whimpered, tears streaming down her face. Brian, I can explain. Don't. I've heard enough, he interrupted, storming out. Derek took my hand, guiding me out of the study. The guests stood in awkward silence as we made our exit. Outside, Derek turned to me, his eyes full of pride. You did it, Emily. You faced her. I smiled, a sense of liberation washing over me. We did it together. As we drove away, I couldn't help but feel a tremendous sense of closure. Vanessa's true nature had been exposed, and I was free, ready to embrace the future with Derek, leaving the past well and truly behind. As we left Vanessa's house, the satisfaction of exposing her deceit filled me with a sense of relief. Derek drove us home in silence, his hand firmly holding mine. The weight of the past few months was slowly lifting. The next morning, I received a call from an unknown number. Emily, it's Brian, the voice on the other end said, sounding defeated. What do you want, Brian? I asked, trying to keep my tone neutral. I needed to talk. Can we meet? He asked, desperation evident in his voice. All right, the Red Maple Cafe in an hour, I replied before hanging up. When I arrived, Brian was already seated, looking disheveled and worn out. I sat down across from him. So what's this about? I asked. Vanessa and I had a massive fight last night after you left. She's been lying to me about so many things, affairs, money, everything, he said, rubbing his temples. She's never been honest, Brian. You chose to ignore the signs, I stated simply. I know, he admitted, tears welling up in his eyes. I don't know what to do, Emily. My life is falling apart. I looked at him, feeling a mix of pity and frustration. Brian, the truth is, you let this happen. Vanessa manipulated you because you allowed her. Now you have to decide if you want to change things. He nodded, taking in my words. I've been such a fool. Yes, I agreed, but it's not too late to start over. You need to find your own path, away from Vanessa. Brian took a deep breath. You're right. I'm filing for divorce. I need to rediscover who I am without her. Good luck, Brian, I said sincerely, standing up to leave. As I walked out of the cafe, I felt a sense of closure with Brian. It was time to focus on myself and my future with Derek. Later that evening, Derek and I were sitting in our living rooms working on some documents for our company. The atmosphere was peaceful, a sharp contrast to the chaos we'd recently faced. Emily, I got an email from our biggest investor. They want to meet us to discuss expanding our project, Derek said, excitement in his voice. That's amazing news, I replied, sharing his enthusiasm. We've come so far together, Derek said, taking my hand. I couldn't have done it without you. And I couldn't have faced my past without you, I replied, squeezing his hand. The following week, Vanessa's dirty laundry was aired publicly. Social media and local news buzzed with details of her multiple affairs and financial misdeeds. Her world was crumbling. Brian called again, this time to thank me. Emily, I've started the divorce process, he said. I owe it to myself to be better. I'm glad to hear that, Brian. Take care of yourself, I replied, genuinely wishing him well. Vanessa, on the other hand, tried to salvage her ruined reputation. She called me, but I ignored it. Derek and I had more important things to focus on, our future. One evening, as Derek and I walked through a park hand in hand, he stopped and looked at me. "Emily, this is just the beginning for us. I can't wait to see what we'll achieve together." I smiled, feeling a deep sense of contentment. Together, we're unstoppable. As we embraced, the weight of the past finally lifted from my shoulders. The journey had been long and painful, but it had forged something unbreakable between Derek and me. Returning home, we celebrated the victory of stepping into a new chapter of our lives. Our company was gaining momentum, and our relationship was stronger than ever. Derek raised a toast. "To new beginnings," he said, his eyes full of promise. "To love and resilience," I added, clinking my glass against his. With Derek by my side, I knew we could face whatever challenges lay ahead, leaving the shadows of our past far behind. A few weeks later, the fallout from Vanessa's exposure was still echoing through our small town. Derek and I focused on our work, growing stronger with each passing day. One afternoon, I received a call from a number I recognized too well. "Emily, it's Vanessa." Her voice was weak, a stark contrast to her usual bravado. "What do you want, Vanessa?" I asked, keeping my tone cold. "Meet me. Please, I need to talk," she begged. "Why should I?" I countered. "Just please." "I'm at the park near the old library," she said before hanging up. I found her sitting on a bench, looking more gaunt and haunted than ever. She saw me and started to speak. "Emily, everything's falling apart. Brian's left. Our finances are a mess. I need help," she pleaded, tears pooling in her eyes. "Help?" I scoffed. "You destroyed my life and expect me to help you?" "I know I've done terrible things, but I'm desperate," she admitted, her voice breaking. "You poisoned everything you touched, Vanessa. This is your mess to clean up," I answered firmly. "I'm begging you, Emily. I have no one else," she said, sobbing now. I looked at her, feeling a pang of pity, but reminded myself of the pain she caused. "Find a way out yourself, Vanessa. Like you said, I was too naive before. Not anymore." I turned and walked away, leaving her to face the consequences of her actions. I called Derek, my anchor in this storm. "How did it go?" he asked. "She's hit rock bottom," I said, relief mixed with a touch of sadness in my voice. "You did the right thing," he reassured. Days turned into weeks, and Derek and I continued to push our business forward. One evening, I received a call from our biggest investor. "Emily, I'm pleased to inform you that your proposal has been accepted. We are funding your project," the voice on the other end announced. "That's fantastic news," I exclaimed, excitement bubbling inside me. Derek overheard and rushed over. "What is it?" "We got the funding," I said, throwing my arms around him. "We did it." Derek smiled, a look of pride on his face. I knew we would. Later, we celebrated with close friends and family at our home. Among the guests was Margaret, Derek's mother, who had been a pillar of support. "I'm so proud of you both," she said, embracing us. "Thank you, Margaret." "We wouldn't have done it without your encouragement," I replied, genuinely grateful. As the party wound down and guests began to leave, Derek and I found a quiet moment together. "This is just the beginning," Derek said, holding my hand. "Yes, it is," I agreed, my heart full of hope for the future. The next few months were a whirlwind of meetings, traveling, and growing our business. Our hard work paid off, and soon we celebrated a major milestone with our team. "To success," Derek toasted. "And to the incredible journey ahead," I added, clinking my glass with his. In the midst of all this, news of Vanessa continued to circulate. She lost her job, her house, and eventually left town in disgrace. The last I heard, she moved back in with her parents, a far cry from the life she once flaunted. One summer afternoon, Derek and I sat in our backyard, reflecting on everything that had transpired. "You know," I said thoughtfully, "I never imagined we'd get here from where we started." Derek nodded. "But we did, Emily. We turned the worst chapters into our greatest strength." I leaned into him, feeling the warmth of his embrace. "Thank you, Derek, for everything." "We're a team," he replied softly, "and together we can face anything." As we watched the sunset, I felt a profound sense of peace. The journey had been tumultuous, but it had led to a place of true happiness and fulfillment. Derek and I were ready for all the new adventures life had in store for us, with the past firmly behind us. Together, we had redefined our path, turning pain into purpose and building a future grounded in mutual respect and love. And that, I realized, was the sweetest revenge of all.